MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start this series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Woodruff will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
In now, Jeff McNeil. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off.
First pitch, 7:06.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-1. Slice down the left side, but foul. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And that's through for a hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
So here's Pete Alonso. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Lifetime in this matchup. An impressive 4 for 7. No one out with a runner at second. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
And he fouls this one off. Lays off 2-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And another foul ball. fouled away. Another try at 2-2. Drives it out to deep right center field. Yelich going back, but it bangs off the wall, and that should get him on the board.
Man, that's got to be a base running mistake right there. But taking a look at it, I guess, in his defense, he had to wait to see if the ball was going to be caught. By the time he saw it get down, the ball was already on its way back to the infield.
First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Another 2-2 offering. McNeil, the runner at third. Alonso is at second with nobody out. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, D-Row, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in 2.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you can throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
1-1 the count. He's ready now. The pitch. 1-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Runners on first with one down. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Cano, 37 years old. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues, but to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. 1-0. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. And it's fouled away. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. From the stretch. Fouled off. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. The relay. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 offering. Lined hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. The 0-2 offering. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Mets out in front 2-0. Jacob deGrom gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Here's Brock Holt now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
One ball, one strike.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. 2-2.
2-2.
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
That evens it up 1-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey.
2-2 now.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Mets lead this one 2-0. Second inning set to go. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, deGrom.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob deGrom. First delivery to him on the way. In there, 0-1. Right side, but it's well foul. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And right into the shift. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Popped him up. Navarez is there. And the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
A nice leadoff single to start to second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
To the plate now, Omar Narvaez. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. A runner at first with no outs here. One ball, one strike, the count. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Here's the 2-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Hard hit ball to second. The second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Avisail.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Brewers go down quietly. They're down 2-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Top of the third set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Alonso is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods. But I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
3-0 now.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Three and 1. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left, his second home run of the series, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Not every home run is exactly the same. That ball was absolutely destroyed.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Here comes the first pitch.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Two and 2 the count. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A shot down the first baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Hops this one up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Here's another 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. It was laid off, and the count runs full.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
And And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats.
Okay, somebody's got to figure it out. Either the pitcher make a nasty pitch, or this hitter's got to put something in play, because the guys up in the booth are getting tired. We're going to need a cup of coffee after this AB.
One out, nobody on. Hits this one hard the other way. He's right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. Cano waits on the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Fouled away. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Hit hard to the right side, and Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is retired. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's 3-0 New York. Into the box now, Eric Sogard, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Eric.
First offering on its way. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. 1-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. There's a base hit on the line.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Here's Justin Smoke now. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Line drive to left. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Ryan Braun will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Ryan.
No balls and a strike to count. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Ooh, wait, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
3-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Number 6. Let's go.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, runner in scoring position with UConn. From the stretch. Now a flare out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the runner from second is in to score. So now to the plate, Brock Holt, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And this is popped up near second base. Rosario will put this one away, and the side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. Game 3 moves forward to the 4th inning now. The Mets are out on top, 3-1. Brent Suter, the 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now.
Number 35, Brent Suter.
All set for the start of the 4th. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Now the pitch. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Ahmed.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, the pitcher, deGrom.
So here now is the pitcher, Jacob deGrom, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with heart.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, and it's still 3-1. Here's Christian Yelich now.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ball one to start the at-bat. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. High and away, not close. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you started inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
And now a pitch on the way. And a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Left center, base hit.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Into the box now, Keston Hiura. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. A base hit in his first trip. Yelich is running. A pitch out. The throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
And it's fouled away. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Omar Narvaez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Popped him up. Cano waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. None left for Milwaukee. Score holds. It's 3-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And set to go as the 3rd baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kane is under it. 1 out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Here's the pitch. To first. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. A ball and no strikes. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And now pitch on the way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Lifted in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 1 away.
The third baseman, number 7, Eric deGrom.
So 1 gone in the Milwaukee 5th, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Conforto is there, and he has it for the out.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin.
At the plate, Justin Smoke. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. One and one, the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Looking at his career totals, Smoke has just over 1,000 base hits in his career to this point. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Misses, ball 2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now in 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Swing, and he pops him up. Rosario shading to his right, and that retires the side. Gone in order are the Brewers, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Wilson Ramos. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in now, Robinson Cano. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Cano waits on the first pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 home. Chopped down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Sliced hard on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No hits to this point. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Has a look, now the pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. The 2-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
Ahmed Rosario would be next. A runner on first with 2 away. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, strike 1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that's going to land foul. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line toward right center. And that's going to get down out there. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Into the box, Jacob deGrom, as he'll ground the first pitch foul off to the right side. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Fielded by Sogard. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 4 and the Brewers 1. Corey Ray is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Corey Ray.
2-0, 1-0. One and one the count now. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And the Brewers kick off the inning with a bang here. It's a leadoff triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he popped him up. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And he has delivered on 3-2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Trying to send him packing for the second time. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
In is Christian Yelich. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Into the box now, Keston Hiura. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has, and I just don't see any sharpness left in his stuff at this point.
Well, the bullpen is active, so we'll see if they make the move soon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Had him hacking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Here's the 2-1 home. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Got a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Swing and a ground ball to third. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Lifted in the air out to center field. On the run is Nimmo. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run is in to score from third.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Justin Wilson, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Justin Wilson.
Omar Narvaez will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the 7th now in Game 3. It's the Mets 4 and the Brewers 3. David Phelps is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Swing and a liner, but foul. They'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
In now, Pete Alonso. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Fouled away. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Kane going back to the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Brad Brock gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
Next for Milwaukee, Avisail Garcia. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Lifted in the air out to left. Cespedes is there. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Eric.
Here's Eric Sogard. First pitch of the at-bat. Little chopper back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin.
So striding in, Justin Smoke. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Now here's the pitch. And that's in there, 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And right into the shift. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Change up here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Tyrone Taylor will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 15, Tyrone Taylor.
And that's in there for strike 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And it's 1-1. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. That misses, and we're even at 2 and 2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3 and 2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3 and 2 pitch. Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm and right. So despite the runner moving on the pitch, it will wind up first and second here.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Jerry Familia takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. Stepping in now, Lorenzo Cain, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Conforto will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand a couple. They still trail it here 4-3. Corbin Burns has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. Bring up Wilson Ramos. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. Sacrifice attempt here. To second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
At the plate, Brandon Nimmo, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. (4-3) our score here as we play the 8th. A bullet to first base.
Up next to the bat, the shortstop, Milwaukee.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The set and the 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. One and 2. Here it is. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Count remains 2-2. Two and 2, the pitch. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 2 left for the Mets, and it remains a 4-3 game. Now to the plate, Brock Holt. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
The shortstop, Brock Holt.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit softly down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Pitch on the way. A shot to second base and handled for the 1st out.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Christian Yelich. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First delivery to him on the way. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is looked at for the 1st strike. The 1-1 home.
Count is 2-1.
Pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. high and deep. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Solo shot to right center, and we are tied again.
People always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Now back, second baseman, Keston.
At the plate now, Keston Hiura. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Standing in now, Omar Narvaez, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set. The 0-1. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. The 2-2. Grounded to short. Rosario's got it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. Back with more from Game 3 after this. J.D. Davis is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Scorched to third. Sogard is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now that number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch on its way. One out, nobody on. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Stepping in, Pete Alonso. He homered back in the third inning in this one. First offering on its way.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
The next 1-2, and he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains tied at 4. Robert Gesellman enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings.
Robert Gesellman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Gesellman primarily attacks hitters with his sinker, but not your typical sinker. He throws it much harder than most.
He's a hard guy to get elevation on. In a day and age where a lot of hitters are looking to lift and separate and get the ball in the air, he has some good sink, not great sink, but he makes hitters hit the ball on the ground, and when he's on, you'll see a lot of ground balls.
Got him to go down swinging there. Avisail Garcia sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. So now to the plate, Eric Sogard. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Digging in, Justin Smoke. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. We'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 3 balls and a strike now to Smoke. Into his motion, and the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Two out, nobody on. And he popped him up. Rosario has a play, and no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. This game's all tied at 4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. J.P. Fireisen takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
And batting in the 8th, number 76, J.P. Fireisen. Now playing first base.
We are into extra innings, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Michael Conforto. First pitch coming, here it is.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Fouled off. Here's the pitch.
That's ball 2. I got 2 on the count.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. Solo shot to right center as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Well, somebody is anxious to end this thing and get the heck out of here. We'll see if that leadoff homer stands up. Either way, that's definitely a way to start the extra frame.
To the plate now, Wilson Ramos. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Keane is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's the ball.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0.
Oh, that's up there.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
I got to count 2-2.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Now batting, Yoenis Cespedes. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set and the pitch.
Aye.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Yelich is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now that the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Nimmo. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's out.
In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His first homer here in the series, and it's now 7-4. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Dan, one of my favorite places to hit at. I always felt like great batter's eye in dead center. You can move traffic to both gaps. A lot of home runs get hit in this yard.
Corey Knebel, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Ahmed.
In now, Ahmed Rosario, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
3 runs already home here. Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Mets out in front, 7-4. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Edwin Diaz takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz. Now playing center.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He'll start things out against the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit down the third baseline. Now the 1-1 pitch. Diaz playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Try again, 1-2. Fastball well outside. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
The center fielder.
Riding in once again, Lorenzo Cain. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's set. Here it comes. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Ball 2 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's low, ball 4.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Stepping in, Brock Holt. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. He was a little angry on that heater.
A 1 pitch on its way. And he lays off for ball 1. Here it comes on 1-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cespedes is there, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now back, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Making his way to the plate, Christian Yelich. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. From the stretch.
Nope. That's inside.
2 out with the man at first. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
From the stretch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And he fouls this one off. The Brewers down to their final strike. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Keston Hiura would be next if they can keep this inning alive. A runner on first with 2 away. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to fight as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. There's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Seven to 4 is the final score in tonight's game. The New York Mets have taken a 2-1 series lead. Robert Gesellman is the winning pitcher of record. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 7 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Brewers, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game: 3 hours and 44 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Miller Park: 41,000.